All righty, just a few seconds left. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is K4PEW Mount Juliet Net Control. Net Control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Nothing heard. If there is or was, 911 is the first number you should be calling. Call us if you like, but then call 911 first. You can break into the net at any time if you have an emergency. For information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. Just look up my call sign K4PEW on the YouTube search block, and you'll run right into it, hopefully. You can also see us on our website, 146415.net. It's 146415. Surprisingly like our frequency. And you can also look us up on groups.io, which is GROUPS.India Oscar. And look for, you can just search for MJSS, and you'll find our email group list and some. You can also contact me at K4PEW@ARRL.net. We meet Wednesday and Saturday nights. We've been doing it for nearly 6 years. We conduct the net, and it's at 8 p.m., of course. And we conduct the net on 146.415 FM. The purpose of the net is to have fun, figure out who you can hear, who you can't hear. You get a good understanding if you look at the YouTube presentation. You can see, you can hear what I hear, and then you can try to figure out why you can't hear what I hear. But ultimately, it's to have fun. Like, for instance, today we met again in the group, considering it was a beautiful day. I couldn't believe how many people were at the park. Anyway, always a good time with among the ham radio operators that are on the Simplexton. Announcements for tonight are, well, tonight I decided we're going to go to 5 watts. So if you're whoever isn't on 5 watts at the moment, please turn your radios on the 2-meter portion to 5 watts. That's on 146.415, where we'll be in just a moment. The nets, because the nets to follow, the nets we're going to follow tonight, of course, are the 2 meters on FM, and then the 2 meters upper sideband on 144. And then we'll move on to 6 meters and whatever power you got, and that's on 50.135, 50.135. Here's the normal 146.415, and then the 2 meter upper sideband on 144.240, and then 6 meters on 50.135. But we're going to do 5 watts on the 2 meter FM, 5 watts on the 2 meter FM. And then, of course, Sunday night, we have, so it's tomorrow night at 7:30. Today is Saturday, yes, so Sunday night at 7:30. The 10 meter net on 28.415. It's tomorrow night, 7:30. It goes out in an announcement if you're on the Simplex group website, for the emails. And I want to thank everyone again for turning out for the breakfast this morning. It's always good when bunches of people turn out, and 12 or 13. Park was very busy. I was very surprised. All righty. Is anybody else need any corrections, or they got further announcements want to make? Anybody? Over on the west side? Nothing. All right. Well, tonight is August 8th. It's net number 612. We're starting from the south, so we'll start taking check-ins right now. Please come now from the south. 5 watts, please. 5 watts. I probably want to remind every couple of minutes because I'm not sure everybody jumps right in here at 8 o'clock. From the south, please.
Kilo Echo 4.
You were going to finish the end of that there, Larry, or did you drop off?
Oh, for some reason, transmit.
No, you were there.
Okay, this is Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor, Larry Rockville, and this better than I've seen it in a long time.
All right, no, it was very nice. Well, I'll let somebody else say what that was, but a bunch of young ladies doing, I guess, it was nice. Anybody else south? Anyway, that was Kilo.
J450YJ. So Mike 4. Bill and man, Larry's taking me out on 5 watts. Anyway, good.
All right, very. Hold on, we had two double in there, but I had Jim in Woodbury, Kilo Echo 4 Tango 4 Tango November in Rockville as well. That was your right time.
Yeah, that's right. You got it, Paul. And I'm hearing you stronger on 5 watts than I do on your normal power level.
Wait a minute.
Killer, man.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm on 5 watts. Hold on. No, I'm here. I just was getting my radio back down to 5 watts. I hadn't done that. I had stayed. I was going to drop it down after the announcement, and I didn't do it. Anyway, now on 5 watts. Tom, how's it sound now?
I've still got you, Paul. You're an S1, but I've still got you. There's some noise with you, but I still got you. Yeah, Paul, I got you. And I was on low power.
You were, yes. Very good. Yeah, I'm copying both you guys real well. And Jim, of course, you were on 5 watts, but you've got those big 5 watts with the beam, right? You must have stepped away from the mic. All right, anybody who else south?
Hello.
All right, hold on, Mark. I got you K4, and I didn't catch who that was.
Yes, KK4, you
Ah, very good. That was Carl and Glade. Golf Zulu Romeo in, he calls it that, though.
No, I don't.
All right, very good. Who else is south? Please come down.
November, Delta, November. Good evening. Oh.
Well, you're doing great for 5 watts. Is that what you're doing?
Am I supposed to be doing 5 watts? I just got in there.
Yeah, we were going to 5 watts. Go ahead and drop to dot 5. Yeah, drop and give me 5.
Okay, so somebody else, and I didn't get through to you. How copy? Over.
Down there, about S2, I think it was, or S3, but you're doing fine. That was David, Kilo India 4, November, Delta November, Reedyville. Who else is south? Anybody else south? Please come now.
Kilo, go, Greg, and Antioch.
Ah, very good, Greg. You sound good on 5 watts. I'm not sure. Antioch's fairly easy for me, so not a big surprise. But how copy me there, Greg?
Actually, you're about we've got 5 or more.
Echo. Who else south?
Whiskey Alpha 4, Zulu Hotel India. James and Mount.
All right, nice solid copy there, James, on 5 watts. That was Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Everything going well with the family? Still locked up? Very good. Yeah, I'll be happy to see you when we see you at the breakfast the next time. That'd be a nice, pleasant surprise. All right, you checking in the better half here too?
Yeah, 4SOR.
And you're doing 5 watts tonight?
I am.
Oh, you're doing great.
Yes, what?
Yeah, no, really, it sounds really good. I wasn't looking at the meter, but give me one more time on the call.
Yeah, 4SIB. Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo or singing in the barn. You're whichever.
Yes. Bumping up against look like S7.
Cool. I guess the antenna settled in and working well.
That was right. That's sounds a lot better than that old half.
and the hearing on this thing is unbelievable.
Oh yeah. No. All righty. Who else? That was Richard. Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo, and his better half is checking as well. Daphne, Kilo India.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're full scale. Is that 5 watts for you, Eddie?
Everybody sounds good here.
Ah, very good. Boy, that's big numbers there. Yeah, that's like having an amplifier for you with your HTs if you're only doing 5 watts and giving me full scale, huh?
Yeah, you're full scale too. Well, Richard's full scale now.
Oh, wow. That's great. All right. That was Eddie in Gladeville. Kilo, I'm sorry, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. Big, big signal, but then he's only about 5 miles away. So it's not like it's a big accomplishment, but he sounds great. Who else is south or east? Please come down. All right. Up to the
4 Delta Echo. Daniel and Mount Juliet.
Very good, Daniel. You sound good. Wouldn't expect anything else as relatively close as you are. That was Alpha 4 Delta. No, I can't read my own writing anymore. Alpha 4 Delta Daniel here in Mount Juliet. Who else is? Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, east, southeast or north.
Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo.
Very good. Good. That was Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. How are you copying everybody tonight?
Everybody except for the south, I'm doing, but it's not really noisy. But the other two, no way. When he was on 50 watts, he was fine. He disappeared.
Well, I think you've got the elevation. It's just you don't have the great antenna there.
Well, I got the 510, so I bet if I had the 700, it probably would have heard it.
Oh, I think you're right. I believe you are right. I forgot there was a 510 actually, but that's no. That 510 is a great antenna. I've had such good reports from people who have.
I'm doing it tonight, but I got it set up where I could just flick a switch and go between you. And there's a. Now you're a little bit closer and a little bit higher, but I still think in some situations the 700 would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I got you. No, you sound really good tonight on your 5 watts. But again, you're only I don't know 5. I don't know if we figured it out. 5 or 6 miles maybe.
Yeah, I believe it's 6 miles. Yeah, last time I was I figured out where 5 watts is on this one because it doesn't have settings. It's like a power adjustment, but I got it right at 5. And the other night I was at
I don't know if any of you heard me this afternoon. I heard some people talk frequency, and I jumped in there and I realized it was 2 people mobile. It sounded like husband and wife, and they were 2 different vehicles and they were driving through the area. And it turns out they were on their way down to Florida. They were moving down to Florida, down to Venice, and he's a ham up in I forget where it was, Wisconsin or Michigan. I forget. Anyway, yeah, it's they're up in Illinois. Excuse me, Illinois. I forgot where it was. And they also do. The reason they were on 415 is because that's where they hold their Simplex, and that's up in Illinois on 415. So I told him about the site and the YouTube thing, so he's going to take a look and see what he's not going to be able to do. He asked me if we were on Echolink. I said nope. I mean, he wanted to check in via Echolink from Venice, or while he was driving, for that matter. Anyway, who else is south, east, or north?
N4LLC.
Hey, you sound good tonight, Logan. Are you doing anything different? Say, Carl, what'd you say?
So I finally I've got down to 5 watts. How's the rate? I went.
5 watts.
Okay, so when I checked in earlier, that was the 18 on the side.
Okay, very good, Carl. Once on the HT and once on the inside with the 991A. You're gonna go with it?
Yes, sir. That's me.
Yeah. You sound a little better than normal. What are you doing? Something?
Nope, I'm just running 7 watts today. I'm not picking up the 5 watts so well, but.
Very good. Yeah, you're doing bouncing between S1 and S2 on 7 watts. Now that's on the HT, right?
And I'm at my mom's. 5 watts at my mom's, I can't get you. 5 watts at my dad's, I can get you, but 7 watts at my dad's comes to best. But the 7 watts.
Gallatin.
I'm always in Lebanon, but I'm just going to 7 watts is just enough to hit from my mom.
Okay, well, no, you're doing very relatively low, but it's a full copy. Fine. I don't know how other people are hearing. Richard, can you hear Logan from where he is? Richard. Who else can hear Logan in Lebanon?
Well, he's S7 here in Mount Juliet,
northwest. So you're getting out pretty good there from where you are, Logan.
Okay, good deal. I think Frank, I must be doing pretty good tonight.
Very good. Good to have you in there, Logan. That's Logan, November 4, Lima, Charlie in Lebanon. Who else is north? Please come in.
K-N-4, FAX, standing by.
What's the name?
I'm sitting right on it. What you got on me?
Well, only about 20 over.
I don't believe that.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
Well, you're loud and clear. Clear on me all the time, too.
Across the lake, so I guess that makes it easy. It's bouncing.
Oh, this you're 20 over on me, too.
Out of Belshire?
Oh, yeah. I didn't look up, but he's just about as loud as you are.
Yeah, oh yeah, I expect he would be. Yeah, it's like I said, having of course, obviously it depends upon terrain and conditions, but having that big 24-foot antenna out there radiating even on 5 watts is a big. Anyway, that was Otis, Kilo, November 4, Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. He is in Hendersonville with a good signal to me. Jim, are you still there? Do you copy Otis up in Hendersonville? Yeah, he stepped away. I was thinking Bury, but I guess not. Anyway, who else is east, southeast, or north? Please come in.
Y4G.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, Paul. Just hanging out. Listening to the radio. I am on 5-1. Few stations I cannot hear, but other than that, I'm got a pretty good copy on most.
Yeah, no, you're doing like 50 over, so I don't think I'd complain too much.
Well, it's 5, maybe 30 feet. I'm kind of like down in a hole before, but it seems to work pretty well.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. I mean, you couldn't ask Madison. I don't know how well everybody else is hearing you, but it certainly is a good signal to hear. I just hear it's like people are in a better position to each other or to me. And it's funny, you'll hear somebody from 10 miles away from another direction due to a terrain issue, or like you said, being in a hole. All right, well, that was Jeff. He's in Madison, south. Well, we're to the west. That's where we ended up, west.
YRF, Mike and Belshire.
All righty, that was Michael in Belshire. It's good to see you and Rick there this morning.
Yeah, he's there. I'll time to check in. He can't hear you at all.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured that might be true out there in Ashcan City. You need to get that beam up there. Is that what you guys were working on?
Oh no, we have.
No, I meant in general.
Oh yeah, that's the next project.
There's always a next project. Very good, but anyway, I know that a little bit of train issues, and he's 35 or 37 miles from me, so it's a little rough to be in there. That was Mike's brother. I'm taking it. Did you move to 5 watts? Did you, Chris? I just figured you would have checked in sooner. That's all. I thought you might have jumped in late or something before I announced it, or after I announced it. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-ray Echo, and it was good to see you this morning as well, Chris.
Yeah, good to see you guys. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's a real barrel of laughs. No, it was just a good time to get together with other similarly like-minded people and rant. Yeah. Who else is west? I can hear somebody. Try again, Rick. Ah, very good. I copy it well in there. You'll be able to copy me there, Rick? Oh, yeah. No, I got Rick in there. I might pass that on to him. Rick, I got you in there solid. All right. Anybody else west? Please come now. All righty. Hold on. We had 2 in there just at that moment. First of all, we had Rick, of course, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot in Ashland City. That was Rick. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. He's there in Donaldson. And then we had John, Whiskey 4. Oh, yeah, I was just asking how well you.
Actually, my best copy is Rick in Ashland City, who's just pegging the meter. He's over S9, but everything else is sort of the noise net tonight.
Oh yeah, well that's the trying to figure out who you. Yeah, because it's rough. I mean, you're a lot rougher than normal, but Rick, of course, is in a bad spot to us. You're even closer to that hill that separates you and me.
Yeah, I'm sort of about midway in between you guys, and of course, this time of year we've got trees saturated with moisture and chlorophyll, all of which block VHF.
Yep, I'm with you. Yep, the RF is. I think they call it absorb. That was John, Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Echo, and he is in Bellevue. Anybody else west?
BG4 FY8, Jonathan and Joelson.
Ah, make sure I remembered that right. Correct there, Jonathan. That was Kilo Golf 4 Foxtrot Yankee Hotel, correct?
QSL.
Yeah, very good. That's Jonathan, Kilo Golf 4 Foxtrot Yankee Hotel in Joelton. How are you copying anybody tonight? I saw a note there on the side. I don't normally look at that, but you were having some difficulties, I think.
That's about it.
Yeah, well, the distance is enough to make things tough.
True, and I have a beam, not a Yankee, or not a Omni.
Right. So you're trying to swing it around, or are you just pointing it kind of in the general direction?
Right now, it's just pointed at you. At some point, I'll start playing around once I figure out where everybody is. It'll take me a few more weeks.
All right. Are you trying to keep a log, are you?
I am. I'm trying to keep up with it and who I can hear and kind of what they sounded like.
Test to your, well, of your discipline as well as your radio system, how well it's functioning with the antenna. Yeah, you're the Jim down in Woodbury. He has a 10 element beam. He told me today he was getting the stuff to stack 2 10 element beams in the vertical position.
Right. I think mine's a 12 element, so it's not very wide. It's pointed pretty specific towards you.
Ah, yeah. Did I hear another party in there?
Yeah, it's Robin, K4IC. Jonathan, how do you copy me on 5-1? Better than I'm hearing Paul. You're 5-9, clear as bell. Oh, all right, Yaggy, I got you 10 over S9.
Were you Jonathan? Were you copying him on the vertical?
Clear as bell. Oh, if he came in just this last time, no. I heard him on Yankee and I didn't hear him after that.
Okay, very good. Because when he switched over to the vertical, his signal doubled to me, and it was cut in half or a bit to nothing for you.
Yeah, Jonathan, you're about 10.5 to me on the vertical. All right, well that's good. I couldn't hear you, but it's just good I'm getting out.
Yeah. Now.
So this is K1FO12 to K1FO12.
All right, very good. That was Robin. He is in Hermitage, 5 miles, almost due south of me, and he was just switching between the vertical and his pointing up toward Jonathan in Joelton. And it was good to see you this morning, Robin.
Thank you. Enjoy there. Sure was a pleasant morning, weather-wise.
Oh yeah, it was a little warm, but I didn't even notice it because it was just a nice little breeze. I could have stepped outside. All right. Be good to have you in there, Robin. Who else is west or anywhere? Please come now. Any other stations, please come now for late check-in.
Quick comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Carl. Who had the comment? Carl dropped out on me. Any other late check-ins, please come now. whatever wattage you want, since we're on, I think we finished off the check.
5 watts.
5 watts. Who's that? 9M, and that's in. Now, is that on your beam or vertical?
That's 78 foot at the top of it. So I was surprised you could hear me. Okay, AC9IM.
Oh yeah, you're bumping between S1 and S signal strength. It's good copy, just a little bit of hash in it.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit noisy, so okay. Carry on there, Paul. AC9IM.
Very good. Is anybody else copying Steve up in Scotts?
7 here, Paul. Keep me down RKK.
Oh, awesome. I would expect it. Anybody else?
Me too. He's at 3 Scottsville relative to Nashville. Are you a little bit east or west?
It would actually, I think it's just a couple of degrees east of due north from me.
All right, maybe you can hear me now. I don't know.
Steve, are you still there?
Go ahead.
All right, so, Robin, go ahead.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K4 IDC. I don't know your call.
Any luck, Steve? You were able to copy Rob?
I think he did, but he was noisy.
Noisy. I don't know if you could hear that, Robin.
All right, there's 30 watts. How about now? They're on all field.
Hold on, Steve. One more time, Robin.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, Steve. This is K4 IDC.
No luck on it. No joy on that one, Steve, because he was trying again with a little more power.
Okay, I kicked it up to 50. That should be a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Not too much difference in the audio, though. I mean, it's just a good signal altogether on that GP9.
My 5-year-old FTM 100, it works good.
Oh, yeah, very good. And Robin, how are you copying him?
Not at all.
Oh, interesting. Well, it's not making it over the I-4 overpass, I guess.
Don't forget I'm horizontally polarized.
Oh, that's right. Horizontally polarized. That's.
Okay, it sounds good. 18 AM.
Yep, that was Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike in Scottsville, Kentucky. For those you could hear him, I had a real nice signal off of a GP9 that's up a couple of dozen feet up in the air, more than a couple of dozen feet up in the air. All righty. Any other check-ins before we move on?
Yeah, I heard him. So I wanted to share, man, we had a youth over here last I think week or two. We had a young person that was jumping in with an extra.
Yes, we did. That was I forget their last name, but yes, that would have been either Ryan or Blake, KN4VKW or KN4KKY. Yes, they both got their extra, and they're both relatively, I forget the ages of them, but they're young.
But they both jumped in real quick, and so just shouting out to them and saying, welcome aboard. And those are going to be the people that save this here hobby.
Oh, no question about it. Very bright kids, and their dad became an extra at the same time. By the way, their last name is Pearson. That was Andrew was their dad. He and the one son was there at the picnic this morning, and that was his call is Kilo November Kilo X-ray. That's what it is. That's Andrew. And yeah, look him up. Look up KN4VKY. Excuse me, VKX. KN4VKX on QRZ, and you'll see a picture of him and his 2 boys, and they got some neat awards from some people due to how young they are, really, to get extras. Really, it's awesome, really.
Yeah, okay, so they're both the same family. I'm assuming that's good. But we did want to shout out to them and say thank you for saving the hobby. KK4 UPS. I'm on the side.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, the more young in there, the better, really, because we're not all. If you're over, I'll just say 50. There's there's not enough new people.
Share it with their friends. I really do. I'm gonna get the foot pedal so I can keep the mic so quick. But no, I mean I think it was a really, really beautiful thing. And let me ask you one question before I do this here. The Shark RF. What do you guys think about that?
The Shark Witch, that you mean that USB device?
Yeah, talking on the internet. That's not radio, is it?
Well, it's radio if you're dark, and if you're at the other end, you conceivably would have you could be hitting a repeater somewhere else. Isn't that one of the things they can do?
Thing is cool because they put the repeater on the internet. Okay, I don't know, but I really wanted to say thank you, Sir Paul McCartney, but basically radio waves and simplex. That's it.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Anything in the yeah, even those little areas that people would call heretical, heretical, but by going through 100%, even that's, I think most people don't use it. Even if they do use it, they're not using it as their. Yeah, they get on D-Star or they get on DMR and the internet and talk to somebody in England or Russia, but it's much more gratifying through a regular antenna hanging out in your yard. And then you go, yeah, I talked to some obscure area of Russia using a wire antenna and 100 watts, and that's much better than being on the internet.
And for that, I thank you, KK4UTF. On the side. Okay, y'all guys, please continue the conversation, please. Because you guys, you're right on. All right. Okay. All right. Continue, please.
All right, that was Carl, KK4UTS, with some nice commentary, nice kind words. But yeah, I mean, keeping up the simplex. Another, it just happened to be they did their simplex nets on 415. They were tracking and they were talking between vehicles on, just as he and his wife were driving down the highway down in Florida. And it was just nice to know there's another group somewhere. Not that they have to be on 415, but they certainly, he says they love simplex up there in Illinois, where that part of it was, let me see, it was McHenry, Illinois. I'm not even sure physically where McHenry is, but he says that they do quite a bit of simplex. They also do 6-meter nets and 10-meter nets. So yeah, they almost sound like they're one of our sister simplex organizations. Is there any other comments or any other check-ins on 5 watts or otherwise? Please come in.
KN4VKY.
All right, we did have one of those extras jump in there. KN4VKY. That's Blake, correct?
That is correct.
Ah, very good. And is your brother checking in too?
He will be checking in just a moment.
How about your dad? Is he hanging around?
KN4VKX. Good evening.
See, I did remember your name, Andrew.
Hey, I appreciate that. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Good. Come and talk to me when you're 71. How's that?
It was worth the drive today to see remember my name.
Yeah, very well. It was good to see you. And let's see, the one who was there was Ryan, was it not?
Negative. It was Blake, me, KN4VKY.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't. If I had the picture in front of me, I'd know, but I wasn't quite connecting the right name with the right today. So I'm sorry about that. Very good, Blake. It was good to see you today, and I hope your arm gets better quickly. I kind of know. I think I told you I broke my. You. By the way, I forgot. How old are you, Blake?
12 years old.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, 12. And Ryan's how old?
KN4VKW.
No. How old is he?
11 years old.
Okay, so he's only a year behind you. Okay, great. He never will not be a year behind you, and of course you knew that.
Youngest in the family, exactly. Yeah, please.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, no, it was good to see you there today. You probably heard the commentary. Didn't you hear somebody praising you being an extra? Somebody would just announce person in here before you was giving you praise for working hard to get the extra.
Well, thank you, Carl. We appreciate it.
Well, that means you guys Google me, but that's good. I appreciate it, KK4UTF.
Yeah, very good, Carl, and I'm sure they appreciate the words too. Yeah, again, lots. I hope that are you doing anything? I guess Carl, not Carl, but Blake or Ryan or Andrew, are the kids? Are you guys doing anything more with youth participation from your end? Because you're more connected to youth than I am.
Every Saturday night, try to at least at 7 p.m. They actually met a new help adult. He had a daughter who is a 10-year-old, and she's a technician, and the boys were able to got, and we were able to listen to Logan check in tonight as well.
Oh, very good, very good. You haven't heard, I forget his call at the moment. He's up here in North Mount Juliet. Have you talked to him?
It's been quite a while since we've heard from Charlie. We've been trying to track him down so that we could have him join in with all the boys. But if you hear him, definitely please send him our way. We'd like to reestablish contact with him.
Yeah, he's right at, I think, 13 years old.
Yeah, Roger, and that would be the age of Logan as well.
Ah, yeah, very good. Yeah, that's right. Well, very good. Yeah, I just like to see. I think all of us like to see some more youth participation. They don't have to talk to us necessarily, but it's just not interested in. And I think I noticed on your QRZ page, it's even though you are working in ham radio, that exposure in ham radio technology exposes you to, it's like a whole bunch of just a fan of things going outward, a circle of other interests that get attracted because you're doing concepts that you wouldn't have otherwise seen.
Absolutely. It's been great for me to watch as ham radio and education have so complemented each other and grow their education. And I just want to pass out to Carl and you and everyone that, the imprint that you guys have on my life is so appreciated. And I just can't say thanks enough to all of you. And we're so happy to be here not only for what we get to learn from ham radio, but just all the wonderful people that we're meeting along the way as well.
Yeah, very good. We appreciate those kind words. We really do. And we appreciate people like yourself, adults like yourself, parents who are helping their own children. And it's not just about ham radio, as you say. It's much bigger than that. I know that it's hard for them to understand now, being the age they are. But I know that student when I was in high school or anywhere, but I did all right. It wasn't no big interest. But once I actually got into those things that seem to elude a lot of people, the electrical world, so to speak, and it's because it's all unseen things. It's all math, and it's all just conceptual stuff really in your head, because you can't see electricity move. You can only see the results of what it does. And once you understand functions of electrical current and voltage and amperage and wattage and all those things, it makes a lot of other things easier, especially if you're in an engineering field.
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Carl.
So back in the day, I guess it was when I was kind of functioning, and you were talking to some guy, I don't know, driving on the highway, and you guys were on the internet side of ham radio, and I got to listen to you. I think, you know what, this guy sounds pretty cool. Do you remember that conversation? I was up by Best Buy, and some guy was driving through here going to Knoxville, and you gave him directions and had a whole conversation. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but we weren't on the internet doing that. I was talking to him as he was. I think I heard him on a repeater, and I said, "We can go over to Simplex," and then he got on, and he was traveling from like traveling east toward Knoxville. Yeah.
Okay, well, good enough for me, but that's how I found you, and I said, well, this guy's pretty cool. And then a bike, which I cannot understand, who would ride a bike across I-40 all the way down to the river and back. But anyway, KK4, you did. You impressed me. That's why I call you a genius.
All right, I'm copying KG4 SFF Mobile. A little rough signal there tonight, there, Charles. No, we were just kind of wrapping up here, but it's not over yet. We still got to move over to the 2-meter sideband and move on. Where are you located tonight there, Charles? You say Smyrna? Is that what you said, Smyrna? Very good. How much power are you running?
25 watts.
Okay, now earlier in the night we were doing 5 watts, but I don't think I'd be able to copy it very well.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good, Charles. Good to hear. Number 27 for the night. See, Blake, Andrew, Charles. Oh, but we did. Did we get Ryan? Did Ryan check in? Kilo November.
He went back upstairs. He's actually getting ready for bed. He has another baseball game.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Anyway, that was Andrew, but he was in there talking, and that was for Victor Kilo Whiskey in there over in it's I can never that where are you guys?
Brentwood. So you got to speak with Blake and Ryan as well.
Right, right. It's not I just don't get over that. I probably the whole time I've been in Tennessee, I think I've been in Brentwood maybe 3 times, maybe 4. All right, well, very good. It was good to have a good conversation. 2 sons, Ryan and Blake, and appreciate the kind words, Carl. And let's see, any other commentary or check-in on the 2-meter upper side beam?
Lollygagger and 4 DJT.
Ah, very tonight.
Yeah, I've been kind of busy lately. She's already asleep, so I was like, I'll just fire up the radio and see what's going on.
Very good. We had Don, November 4, Delta Juliet, Delta Juliet Tango, and that's don't as he says. That's Don, and he is in Bon Aqua, and things going well. How are you copying people tonight? Have you been on very long?
Straining my ears to pull out wheelhouse sight flights. One of the other things that came back.
Well, that's what's funny about these kinds of things. You at least for just double the height of my tower.
Well, if I had to stack beams up, I could probably hear somebody, but QRP is not my thing. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's not my bag. I have a big radio and big antennas for.
Oh, I get it. That's why we don't do it all the time. But I think it's a good test for people to understand. Just understand how they can hear other parties. That's all. But I'd much rather be on 51.
Yeah, I totally dig it. Yeah, but yeah, I heard a few people in there. I really couldn't hear anybody on the other side. Naturally, you were barely in there.
Surprised. All right. Well, very good, Don. Good to have you in there. That was number 30 for the evening. Any other check-ins before I move on to 2-meter sideband? All right, then we'll do just that. I'm going to move over to 2 meters upper sideband. That's on the frequency is 144.44 decimal 240 upper sideband. We'll see you there momentarily. All righty, we're on 2 meter sideband, upper sideband 144.240. This is K4 PEW with the mountain. Is there any check-ins from where do we start? From the south, please come now.
Kilo 4.
All righty, we got Robin in there, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie, and who else is south? South 144.240.
W0TZR.
You coming really barreling in there. Who else south? Please come now.
Kilo, we got the 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
It is Greg in Antioch. Who else is south? Please come now. Anybody else south or east? Please come now. South or east? Southeast or north?
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
All right, we do have Frank in there, northwest to east or north. Yep, got Mike in there in Belshire with a good signal. Who else is west or north?
Jonathan and Joel.
Jonathan. Hold on, we had a double or a triple in there. Wasn't you doing anything different up there?
Nope, same as same. FTA 57 running about 50 watts and the K1FO beam.
Oh, which one is that? I don't recall.
Same as Robin's got. It's the 12 element beam.
Oh, God. Yeah, that threw me a curve. The 12 element beam is going to do the job, that's for sure.
Okay, 4
in there. Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie. Are you also running the beam on the 6 meters?
email. And Jonathan, you're F9 to me. Here's the Yagi. Still running, so that's good. Yep, carry on, Paul.
Yeah, very good. There was Robin and Jonathan with a little antenna check between a couple of Yagis pointing at each other. They meet in the middle and crash. Who else is, let's see, where was I? North and west. I guess west is where I was.
KG4, CXE, Chris, and Dolphin. And
Very good, Chris. We had like a double or a triple again, but that was Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray. Party in there?
November 4, Delta, Juliet, Tango.
Yeah, very good. Don, what kind of power are you running on 2 meters up?
100 watts.
Well, that's why your signal's so good. It really does sound well.
Yeah, I never touched the power.
For you out there at Bon Aqua, I don't blame you a bit.
It'll be a difference. And we'll be here soon enough. Then I'll have a kilowatt. That's a whole other game.
Kilowatt on 2 meters?
Yes, sir.
How much money? That's the problem.
Spend it for somebody else. For what my kids to spend it on. I'd rather spend it on myself.
Yeah, that's right. There's no reason to give it to them. Not when you could buy a kilowatt on 2 meters. That's killer. All right, very good. Don and Bon Aqua, November 4 Delta. Anywhere, any place?
Whiskey 4, Alpha, Whiskey Echo, Tiana, and Bellevue.
Hey,
Yeah, I could dial it up, but right now it's just coasting along.
he'll say he was running was I think he said 100, but he said he's getting an amp for a kilowatt.
For here on crank up, but just don't need it.
No, you don't need it to me, that's for sure. But he's in Bon Aqua, so he's got a little more of a hurdle than you do. Well, very good. That was John over in Bellevue, Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo. Anybody else?
What's that tower? Yeah, the amp's just for sideband long distance. EME eventually.
Are you going to do the EME thing?
Oh, yeah. It's the last frontier, right?
So let's see. Until we get Earth Moon or Earth Mars Earth.
I'd be absolutely.
Man, you a hell of a point in that direction.
The big boys good. I mean, I talked to Voyager. It's more, back and forth Simplex, but then, they talk to Voyager and, outside the solar system, it's got like the power.
The Earth, it's hardly even measurable. They present to the Earth was the signals from Voyager, and this was, like I said, 2 to the minus.
Super low. That's crazy, but they do it. Of course, they got a big days, but yeah, man, it's cool stuff.
No, it is cool stuff. It's amazing that they conceived of that idea that they could even do it. And that's where the big boys play is with that kind of stuff. It's unbelievable, really. And I'm pretty sure they use it. Were they using is that what they're using on the Voyager? I don't remember.
Yeah, they use a big array. I think they're actually using the very large array right now. I don't think they're making one in West Virginia, and they have one. A couple in California. They got them all around the world, but they're mostly using arrays for that deep stuff. Water stuff, though, they 25 to 50 footers.
No, I think the Voyager though isn't that a parabolic disc? But they're using it from the Voyager.
Big, I mean it's small, but yeah, it's enough. They got to keep it pointed.
Yeah, that's got to be a challenge unto itself. Well, very good. I'm all those probes I got going out and going to Mars again. That's going to be kind of interesting what's going on. Anyway, anybody, any other? I'll start from the bottom. We had John, Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango in Bon Aqua, and Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. He is in Donald for an indoor antenna. And Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta south of me, and Jonathan in Joelton. That's Kilo Echo 4 Foxtrot Yankee Hotel, and 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belle Shire, and Frank, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo in Northwest Mount Juliet. Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Mark in Nashville, 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. And then we had Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. I already had him in there. So I didn't count that, but we're going to move over to 6 meters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people on 2 meters, and we'll move over now. And if Michael, if you're still there, if you would announce over on the 2 meters that we're moving.
Roger, roger.
All right, and so we'll close this portion of that, move on. I'll be over on 6 meters momentarily. All right, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. Hold on one second. All right, it's 135. Looking for check-ins from the
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee.
You're at 6 meters. Just give me your call again.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Yeah, I get good solid audio. There's Larry in Rockville. Who else is Sal? All right. Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. Who else? South, please come in.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor.
We got Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. And that it is, I get my names all messed up here. Over to the east. Anybody else east or north?
Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo.
All right, sound good again. You have to move farther away to make this more fun, Frank. That was Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Frank here in north of Mount Juliet. Who else is north, south, east, or north? And over to the west. Ah, you sound good in there, Otis. That's Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. You can go to bed now if you want to. All right, we'll catch you later, Otis. Have a good one. Who else is anywhere? North, south, east, north, or west? All right, I got you in there, Mike. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else was in there?
KG4 CXE Chris and Dalton. Fairly good. I think I only couldn't hear one guy out.
Very good. That new antenna is working real well for you. You might want to send that. I don't know. You didn't send that design out on the to the group, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would, please. The design, for those of you listening, it's a loop. It's good for both Chris, and he's in Donaldson. Who is the other party in there? Is there anybody in there? Any more check-ins?
Whiskey 4, Whiskey Echo, John and Bellevue.
All right, John got you in there. Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Echo with a great signal. Who else was in there? I heard it talk.
November 4 Delta Juliet Tango, this time on the right antenna.
Ah, very good. Got you in there, Don. You sound good. I will you up on the last one, but no, you're doing real fine. All right. Anybody else checking in? Late check-ins? Anybody? Anywhere? Any place? All right. Nothing heard. Let me give you a quick rundown. Tango, Donna Bonacqua, John, Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Echo. He is in Bell. Chris in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Okay, and let's see, Michael in Bell Shire, Romeo Foxtrot, and Otis, Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray in Hendersonville. Frank, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Greg in Antioch, and Mark, Whiskey 0 Golf Zulu Romeo. He is in. And Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, myself, and Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor Larry and Rock. Another 10, so it's 10 and 10. That's unusual, but it was 10 on some happen chance there. Maybe somebody should be playing the lottery with the 6. Alrighty, I don't play the lottery, but I keep hearing it's supposed to be lucky. Anyway, good having everybody in there. We'll jump out a bit, so hope everybody has a great night and appreciate your participation. K4PEW closing the net.